Hello, good morning. This is Brett with Midlife Awakening. It is 10 a.m. on the West Coast in Southern California. And good morning to everybody that's on this side of the country, this side of the world. Good afternoon, good evening to people who may not be where I am. So today, as promised, I'm going live to answer any questions that you might have. Okay. Let me see. Action needed. I don't know what that means. Okay, so hopefully, if I get some feedback from people, let me know if the video's working for you. Let me know if you can hear me. Um, so until we get some questions coming in, I would just like to give you a little overview of the Midlife Awakening program, how it came to be, who I am, and things like that. So, um, my name is Brett, and I moved up here to Big Bear back in, let me see, October of 2016, or excuse me, 2015, and I started Emerald Energy Healing up here in Big Bear. And so from that time, I started doing Reiki sessions, and with those Reiki sessions came, you know, discussion, coaching, counseling, these types of things. And so that's where I started, with this program, because this program just started pretty much grassroots. Um, as I progressed with my clientele base, um, it really um, it really became evident that most of my clients were people who were in midlife. Okay, and a lot of these people had what I call a catalyst event. Okay, and a catalyst event is something that really rocks your world. Okay, something that shakes you to the foundations. Um, it's something that it can be a good event or it can be something that's not quite so good, but the result is the same. It makes you look at your life and it makes you realize that maybe what you've done up to this point, um, you are not passionate about anymore and you want to change, but you don't know how to change. And so that's where I come in. That's where this Midlife Awakening program comes in. We help people to take a hard look at themselves, where they are, how they perceive themselves, what could be some of the things that they feel guilty about. A lot of people live in the past, keep reliving old glories, old failures. If only I woulda, if only I coulda, if only I shoulda. Um, but once we get focused on what we want to create, where we want to go, then we can start letting go of some of these things. So that's really what the program's about. It's me helping you do that. I integrate energy healing. I'm still a Reiki master. I still practice that on a regular basis. I see clients here in my office in Big Bear, and we integrate the energy healing with the coaching to really get to the root of what the issue is and to bring it up through the coaching, through the counseling, our dialogue. And once we kind of get these things spotlighted, then when we use the energy work, it really helps clear out and get you balanced and get you balanced and get you clear. So let's see. Looks like we have a couple people have joined us. All right, how you doing, Rick Cruz? And Shonda's here. Hi there, Shonda. Rick has a question. Rick says, "How do we discern desperation from determination?" Well, that's a good question. Desperation is when you're in a fight or flight, when you panic, when you really just, oh my God, what am I going to do? I have to do this because, and you have a bad case scenario. If I don't do this, I'm going to be, homeless, or I'm going to be desolate. So that's where desperation comes in. You don't want to ever be desperate. That's fear based. Okay, determination is a good thing because determination is what you want when you set a goal. Because when you set a goal, you're like, I want to reach this goal. I have all these reasons why this is going to be good for me, and you enjoy the process. You're determined. Every day when you get up and you put work into reaching that goal, that determination will just help push you forward. So that's a good question. So anybody else have any other questions out there? Um, so I guess I'll keep talking about the program that we have here. So through my experiences with doing the coaching, doing the energy healing, we came up with the Midlife Awakening. The Midlife Awakening program came about as a culmination, like I said, of experiences that I've had with clients. Um, it became very evident that a lot of people are what we call suffering in silence. People who are just like, accepting that their life isn't what they want, and they're just kind of settling in, going on, automatic pilot until they are done. And that's not the way we want to live. We really want to uh, realize that we have life in front of us. We have life right here today, and we need to really set our sights on how we want to finish. It's really important. How do you want to finish? That's what I ask my clients all the time. And it's not like you want to give up and it's done. This is at the finish line. How do I want to fall across the finish line? No, that's not the point. The warriors have I think it's an ancient warrior saying that says, today's a good day to die. Okay, that doesn't mean that you want to die today, but that means that you have prepared yourself every day so that when the inevitable happens, you're ready. So this is how we want to face life. We want to have a goal. We want to attack that goal. We want to make it an enjoyable process so life is enjoyable, and we are being fulfilled by the journey and not being desperate, as Ricardo pointed out. We're not being desperate for the outcome. Okay, this is what we want. We feel good about it, but we're also feeling good about doing the work to get there. So that's what the Midlife Awakening program is really about. Is really about getting you in that mindset to where you aren't worried about what was in the past. You're able to release that stuff. Um, you're feeling good about where you are right now. Okay, and you are feeling good because you have set your sights on how you want to finish. And so you're feeling good about the work you're putting in on a daily basis. And it really makes it so that your life is exciting, your life is worthwhile, and you have brighter days tomorrow. You know, there's only 2 days in your life that you can do nothing. Okay, and those 2 days are yesterday and tomorrow. Okay, you only have today. You are literally creating your reality in a moment by moment basis. When you choose to not give in to fear, when you choose not to give in to worry, um, anxiety, when you choose to, well, this is how it is right now, the only way I can change it is to change it. It's really not about what happens to us as it is more about how we respond to what happens to us. Because if we look at it as we're not a victim, we just play a role in this scenario. We're one of the players in the scenario. Um, a lot of times, we'll be driving down the street and somebody will cut us off and we will, react to it, get mad and everything. But a lot of times when people are doing things we perceive as doing things to us, right? It's really not even about us. It's about them. They're probably having a crappy day. Who knows what their history is, right? They're reacting from where they are in life, right? So we can control how we, respond to these things. I like to tell people that your body is your vehicle, okay? And let's just use the analogy of a car, okay? You are driving your car, okay? When you're driving your car, the only thing that you can control, okay, is whatever's in the cab of the car. You can only You have your steering wheel. You can roll your windows up and down. You can adjust the comfort level. You can adjust the radio. You have the pedals, the gas, the brake, the clutch, the shifter, whatever your car is set up as. You have no control over anything outside of your car. You don't have control over the weather. You don't have control over the other drivers. All you can do is maneuver. Okay. And in life, we cannot go backwards. We can only go forwards. So I tell people, break off those rear view mirrors. Okay. Focus forward. Keep your head on a swivel, see what's coming at you, and respond accordingly. Okay. So when you really look at yourself as being your vehicle, your consciousness, your soul is the driver. So, we look at it that way. We're able to approach life with a clear view, being in the now, right? So when we're in our vehicle, in our car, we want to know where we're going, right? You don't just want to confuse activity for achievement, because you can get in your car and you can drive around the block 100 times, right? And you can say, well, I was busy. I was tons of activity, but what did you achieve? Because you didn't know where you were going, right? You got to know where you want to go. So that way, when you get in your vehicle, get in your car, wake up in the morning, and you're present in your body, you know where you want to go, what you want to do, how you're going to spend your time, right? And, a lot of times, maybe something happens, like there's a pothole in the road, okay, or there's a detour. These things will happen in our lives. So don't get too attached to your agenda. Don't get too attached to your plan, because you have to be fluid. You have to be able to think on the fly, right? You have to be able to adjust to things as they happen to you. So this is what we really, through the procedures we have in the Midlife Awakening program, we focus on getting you to that point. We have different modules. We have 12 modules in the course, and we will focus on wherever you're at is where we're going to start. Because if somebody comes in and they're just saying, well, I'm just not feeling myself. I'm just not feeling passionate, right? We'll start focusing on, what do you want to do? What do you want to be? We'll start making that goal, because a lot of times people just don't have a goal. Um, but then some people may have had a catalyst event. Okay, somebody may be a death in the family, or relationship problems, things like this. So we'll focus on that first. So it really depends. You can't really say, okay, we're going to start here and we're going to go to here. It really depends on where you're at. Everything that I do with my clients is customized to the client. Okay, so if anybody out there is interested in this program, you can come see me if you're local here in Big Bear. We can get started right here in my office. If you're not local and you prefer to do it via Zoom, you can go to bretthand.com and you can enter your email address there, and that'll get you started. You'll be able to book a free interaction with me through Zoom to discuss, where you're at in your process, and we can work on you from there. It really is a team when I work with my clients, because I'll give you homework, because things that I tell you to do are simple. Okay, everything is simple, but simple does not mean easy. Okay, there's work to do. Okay, we got to get to the bottom of what's going on in your life. We have to determine where you are, what's hanging you up, where's your barriers, where's your limiting beliefs at, things like this. So, like I say, the program consists of coaching and of energy work. Also, you'll notice on the page here that I'm having Reiki classes. I teach Reiki. Um, Reiki to me is a good foundation. It's a good system. It's easy to learn. It's easy to teach for people to grasp the concept of energy work, how to feel energy, how to sense energy, how to channel energy. So it's very, very worthwhile to learn the system of Reiki. So I offer these programs here at my office. I will be sometime in the future. I've been guided to do an online Reiki course. So these things will be available to people who are not able to get to my physical location. So, do you have any questions to anybody out there? Um, what we can do if I don't get a lot of questions today, we can do a follow-up to this, and we can um, we can continue at a later date. Uh, I love doing these Facebook Lives. I really feel it's an important part of getting the message out. The reason that I created this online presence for my program is so I can reach more people. I really am passionate about the work that I do because I've seen lives literally shift and change in my office. It's very, very powerful. So, I encourage you that if you're stuck anywhere, you need some help to get through, you need some help to get to where you want to go, reach out, let's talk. I can most likely help you to where you want to go. Okay. So, if there's no questions, I guess we'll go ahead and end it right here. And let me know through your responses what kind of issues you're having, what you'd like to discuss, and we'll plan another Facebook Live. And I'll be popping in with my YouTube channel uh, from time to time, doing spontaneous videos to address some of the things that I think need to be addressed out there. So until then, be well, be safe, and just be. Bye now.